It is that time of the year again. New Deadman blog has been released. Deadman Annihilation. They love their A themes, don't they? Releasing on Friday the 30th of January 2026. Couple months away to prepare. Let's have a read through. Little teaser trailer here with Boaty, Torvestra, and skill specs. Don't know if I can play it on stream. We'll just leave it out if you want to go check it out. I'll link in the description. Let's skip through some of the stuff we don't need to know about. We all know what Deadman is. Let's go for the new changes. Firstly, the Dead Man's Chest. Upon killing NPCs outside of an instance, there's a rare chance they'll spawn a Dead Man chest. All you have to do is loot it. But unfortunately, there's no key. Instead, we're going to get an NPC spawn and try and fight you while you loot it. And potentially everyone else around in the game near you is also going to be trying to loot that chest, skull up, and try and fight you for it, because it's going to have some incredible loot. Ancient Warrior Armor, and two new uniques never seen in Dead mode, the Thunder Khopesh and the Dog Sword. We've seen how broken the Thunder Khopesh is. Adding that to Dead mode, oh, it's going to be incredible, but also probably going to kill me. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. This sounds like a really cool update. Another chance, just more incentive to fight, kill each other around the games. What you need in Dead mode, you want to be out there fighting people everywhere you go. There's just said rare chance to spawn. They don't actually say how often it can spawn, so I'm hoping this is like a quite common thing if you're killing a lot of NPCs around the game. We should be seeing this a lot. And just some information about the actual specs there. Next thing up, Deadman Skull. Mysterious skull given to all players, providing access to a powerful new shop. So this time round, every Dead mode point you earn by killing bosses, completing achievement diaries, you get skull points, and these skull points can be used in the shop to purchase sigils, quest completion lamps, and permanent character unlocks. Oh, unlocks to buff your character the whole time. So this time, most sigils that aren't PvP or combat orientated been converted into permanent unlocks, meaning you can keep them forever rather than juggling around sigils like you did in previous times, trying to equip them at the bank for each situation you go to. This time around, okay, I want the hunter bonus, I want some skill and bonuses, chuck it all on at once, and I can still keep my PvP sigils on at the same time. It's going to be an insane chain, and should make PVMing very, very easy, because you're going to be able to unlock all the PVM sigils on at once and then have your PvP sigils on top of that. So you have your Thralls, Titanium, Meticulousness, Death Strikes, everything. You're going to be more powerful than ever before. Should be PVMing. Make it so easy. Everyone can go do it. It should be fun. Just got to figure out how expensive they actually are, because you see, 1,500 points, it seems like a lot. How quickly can we get these points and unlock all the sigils? And how expensive are some of those PvP sigils going to be? Have to wait and see. Instead of completing quests by automatically getting some from combat brackets, you can now purchase some through the shop. Oh, they've got a list here. Dragon Slayer 2, Mars Rat 2, so that's probably Desert Treasure 2, Desert Treasure 1, Gnome Storylines, Myricky, Fremnik Elf. So pretty much all the quests we had listed before that you could get and choose which ones to pick your path. You can now unlock them with points, but the cost is quite high. You see that 3,000 points, that's same price as having Titanium and Meticulousness if you want to unlock Dragon Slayer 2. So might not be a thing you rush to, but I suppose with some of the earlier quests, maybe Desert Treasure's quite cheap. That might be worth unlocking and just peek in straight along as you get it. Have to wait and see when they release the prices of all the other stuff, how much sigils are and whatnot. What is worth going for, what's worth questing. On top of that, you can check when the next breach is happening. No more asking when's the next breach, just look in the game yourself. That's what we like to see. There's also going to be a bunch of changes to sigils, trinkets in the new system, and they're going to give us a blog at a later date so we can deep dive into all of those changes. Now, they want to give us some reasoning behind the sigil changes, so basically reduce the overhead time going through bank, switching out sigils. This can be a little bit painful, you might not want to do that the whole time. Reduce advantage that PvP players have if they're getting on you and you're trying to PVM. You now can have the same sigils that they have on PvP wise, fight them back. Promote account progression, or reduce of being giga fed to other players rather than try too much. So this should be quite good. No longer can people just swap in all their money to unlock sigils instantly. No, you're going to have to grind out the game and not be so strong early on. Should give everyone a good chance to progress rather than just pay to win, which should be fun. Oh, and something else I've not thought about. Reduced RNG when doing a progression path. Previously, at the start of demo mode, if you got a random sigil that was really good at the start, like the agility one, you were winning the game. This time around, you're going to be able to pick what you want to start with, and should be very good for planning. What else we got? Ruinous powers are in demo mode. I've never used Ruinous powers. I know they've been out in the league. What are they? It's another prayer book. Requires quite high prayer levels, so will they get many uses in the combat brackets? Spoiler, they've brought combat brackets back. Some of these are going to be incredibly strong. I'll let someone else figure out what builds are going to be actually worth taking and which one of these are actually going to be worth using. But you can check it out. I'll chuck links in the description to all of these tabs. 3,000 skull points, so maybe that's worth going for earlier. You're going to be super strong with these prayers and no one's going to know what you're using. Should be quite fun. Just it's a temporary game mode. Get out there. Breaches are back, yes. I love breaches. You love to see it. Just anytime you can get everyone in the game going to a certain area and be like, right, this is what we're doing now. Have everyone going there and fighting. They are trying to spread it out a little bit, so they're single combat locations, spread out the monsters more, so you're not going to have 10 people, not even 10, it's like 100 people just one click in the boss and the boss is dead. No, spread them out the area so you can see who you're fighting, see who you're attacking. It should be quite fun. New NPCs, I suppose we've had a few bosses throughout the year, so look out to see them. And they're going to slightly adjust the rates. Last time around it was very rare to get weapons. I don't know if I saw one the entire Deadman. And this time, increase that a little bit, but not sort of to the rates of the demo before that, where every breach you'll get multiple weapons. Should be fun. This time around, 3 breaches at fixed times and no random breach, because some people felt FOMO and disadvantage to that. Right, moving on, probably the biggest change in demo mode, bank keys. Bank keys are getting removed. No longer will you lose all the items in your bank. Nope, that's all safe. Your GE offers, they're safe. Your bank, that's safe. You're only risking what you're having on your player at one time. So if you've got a big item, yes, you can go bank it. You no longer have to try and store it in the deposit box and the safety box, like sell all your stuff and like buy items to do that. No, keep your bank. It will stop people muling because you don't need to, and it should benefit new players more. It is going to mean, though, we're no longer having those big key openings. What's this player going to have? We'll have to wait and see. No, none of that. You're going to get what the player has on them, and you'll get that on the floor. They are changing some skull icons, so you can like sort of see how much risk someone's got, so people can't really lie about what they got. And that should mean as well, if people get drops when they're out and about, get a valuable item, you're going to be able to see it instantly as their icon changes, and you can go try and attack them, get their items. It should be fun, make re-gearing a lot easier, and get more people out on PK. And if you want to go PK now, just gear up. Maybe you go out and die, but you've only lost what you've got on you. You can have multiple gear sets in the bank and get back there. I know previously for multi-breaches, trying to re-gear and get back out there, maybe we're going to see some big fights, and it should be really fun for watching your favourite streamers run around and multi and PK this time around. Combat bracket worlds are back, but they've changed them slightly. Upped the combat level on the bottom bracket to 60 now. Previously that was 50. It's now going to be 3 to 60, 61 to 80, 81 to 95, and then 96 plus. I believe that was 5 brackets last time around, so this should change it around. I'm not a biggest fan of brackets, but it is what it is at this point. It does mean you have to make multiple accounts if you want to PK in every bracket, and there's slightly different drop multipliers in all of them, as well as increase combat experience at the higher levels. So if you can rush that first, you're getting 20 times combat XP. Be interesting to see what builds people cook up and see what is going to be the strongest, most overpowered thing this time around. And finally, we've got the rewards. This time around, there's a new Wilderness POH theme, and this looks incredible. I'm definitely going to actually have to buy that. That's probably the best player-owned house theme I've seen. Please vote yes to that, I want it. Home teleport animation, it's just teleport lever, not too fussed about that. It's alright. And weaponry colours. Toxic Staff of the Dead, that looks insane. As well as a Bofa and Crystal Armor in the black and red Deadman theme. That is going to be a popular one, and that is reason for all of you people who don't like PvP, don't like dead mode. Well, now you're going to have to log in to get these rewards. That looks great. And what else we got? We've finally got an NPC spawns and does emote when you kill someone. Well, if there's someone you want to tell them to sit, list of emotes there. Quite cool. I don't know how the reception is to that. I don't know if people are going to want you to automatically do an emotes when you kill them. Finally, just a few more miscellaneous changes. Sailing will not be enabled in Deadman Annihilation. Kind of figured this was going to happen. It's going to have only been released for a couple months at this point, and trying to code PvP into sailing and all that, it's not for this time round, but maybe in a future demo we'll see sailing. Letting to migrate characters to World 345 afterwards, and just stricter on what items can be carried over. I don't know if there's any that was carried over last time, so that's not too bad, which is sort of untradables. Global loot table increased resource drops and reduced alcohol drops. And Ancient Warrior armor has been added to the global loot tray. Higher offense bonuses and low defense bonuses. That could be fun for some like rushing accounts. Maniacal monkeys and crux, MM2 caves, drop table reduced again. I feel like that's something that's said every single time and there's still people there. Rebalancing demo points for various activities. Can now enter raids while in combat, so you can't rag, don't need to scout. That's a great change. Spawn rate for NPCs will be faster, more Ancient Scepter, God Books, and Surge Sacks from Emblem Trader. Default respawn point is GE. Nice. Can gain XP in instances, but only 3 times rather than 20 times. Nice change. Emblem drop rate reduced from Wildy Slayer, fair enough. Safe zone, no longer a delay for people trying to log out, eat potions, or drink. Nice. Overloads, less damage to you, less defense drain. More likely for people to be using that, quite cool. Spawn with a Chronicle, Tuner, Loot and Bag, and tradable cape with some small combat bonuses. Nice change. Rancor and stuff no longer have hit points requirement levels. Cool, so you can use them in the lower brackets. Same with the Wild Gothic Sleep items, you can use that all the time. Unnote Bones at Chaos Temple, cool. Spellbook icon resizing, so you can use Big Barrage anywhere. Okay, maybe I can go PKing now if the skill caps decrease a little bit. Should be quite fun to test out, see how that is. No private God Wars, and some new safe zones at some of the little boss areas, Winterod, Tempros, and Guardians of the Rift. Sounds cool. There's so many things they've not told us yet. What sigils are returning, what new sigils are coming out. I'm excited to see that, how the balance for points breaks down. But overall, rewards are looking good. That's a good thing to get more people playing demo mode. You'll be able to buy last year's rewards as well. They were great. The Deadman capes and your Deadman weapon transmogs. Great reason to play. I think right now there's something like 150 mil each. I think I made like a bill playing demo mode last time just for getting those rewards. For someone who doesn't want a quest, you can do demo mode and buy all your quests, unlock all your sigils. It should be really fun. I'm excited to have sort of a breakdown. Which of these are new and which of these all look like ones that we've heard of before. I am excited to see. Oh, just give us a new blog now. Anyway, do follow me. I'll be back again once we know more, once we get the next blog. And if you've got any questions, chuck them in the comments. I'll see what I can get answered. Maybe we have to go knock at ModMank's door, ask him to release all the Deadman mode news right now.